What's up guys, FlamingVictini here. We're back on Showdown to do some PS laddering. I'm going to be using a team I built recently around Vincoon, which is basically Calm Mind, Sub, Protect, Fast, Suicune, plus Toxic Spike's Nidoqueen. It's a pretty cool team, and yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it recently, so I just wanted to do some laddering with it. It actually brought me up to around 2000 elo, but I have decayed a lot since then, so we'll see where we are at. And I'll pause it until we get a game. Alright guys, we got a game. My opponent is going to be using some hyper offense, basically Kira Metagross with a Raikou too. Looking at this matchup, Scizor looks pretty good. His Keldeo is obviously the biggest threat to that. I'm actually going to lead off with Tangrowth. I want to get off a Sleep Powder quickly, as he does actually lead off with his Keldeo, so this is good. I can get off a Sleep Powder pretty safely. I do want to try to get T-Spikes up and get some Suicune action going, because Suicune definitely looks like a big threat. He does let his Kyurem take the sleep. I actually want to knock off right here, as he just stays in. Okay, so we knock off this thing's Choice Scarf. That's going to be actually not that great for me, because it makes stalling with Suicune a little bit harder. But he does just Ice Beam. I'm just gonna Mega and U-turn if he wants to go to his Lando T. That's fine, as I do take that helmet right there. What the heck? Oh god. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That is just ridiculous. Didn't even know that could happen. I'm gonna go to my Suicune and just Scald. If this guy wants to, you know, be that guy who just throws up rocks on a Suicune, he can go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna throw out a Scald, and he is that guy, so I do get the burn, which is pretty nifty, as he just U-turns, so that's even better. Yeah, that's even better for me. So, yeah, that's pretty much perfect. I couldn't ask for anything better. So, he might go to his Raikou right here, he might go to his Latios. He actually does not really have really great Suicune answers. He does actually go to his Kyurem, so I'm going to protect once to waste a Fusion Bolt, and then I can probably go to Scizor, or if he tries to double predicting Scizor, then I also catch that. As, let me just calc Scizor, but I'm pretty sure I can easily tank Kyurem stuff. I have like 140 impish. And this is a Scarf Kyurem, so... Oh, wrong Scarf. Kyurem B. Oh, you choice Scarf. Yeah, that's a light snack. So he actually Ice Beams right there. I'm gonna go to my Scizor right here, as he does just Fusion Bolt. Here comes my Roost. I just need to keep this thing healthy, just to make sure I can keep that Metagross in check, although I do have a Tangrowth, just in case I get pressured with something else regarding that. He does just go to his Lando T. What I want to use this as an opportunity to do, I could actually just go to my Nidoqueen instead of T-Spikes, because that is legitimately useful, and I don't think a burn Lando T is really doing much to Nidoqueen. And I don't really need Nidoqueen for much, so yeah, I'm actually going to go to my Nidoqueen and use this to get out my T-Spikes, as the only other thing this thing was doing is beating Raikou, but I can do that anyway, even because taking a burned EQ is just not going to do that much. Yeah, I'm willing to take that much damage, as, what do I want to go to right here? I could just go to Tank, I could just take this EQ. Heck, I'll just take it, as he just does EQ again. I was thinking he might try to predict, but yeah, EQ is honestly probably his best play. In's gonna come his Keldeo. That's most likely, that's what I'm expecting. He might go to his Latios instead, and if he does, I'm just gonna try to get rid of that with Scarf Tar, but he does actually go to his Metagross, so I'm gonna pull one into my Tang. Tank, I think I have enough bulk on this thing. It's like 56. I'm considering increasing the bulk on my Tangrowth, but I do have a lot of Spadaf because Keldeo is such a big threat to me, as, yeah, that after Stealth Rocks, that's guaranteed 3 KO. Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty solid right here. He does Meteor Mash. Does he get the attack boost? No, that's great. So I can just throw off a Sleep Powder. He Ice Punches. That does not kill. Does not freeze, and I miss. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, I think I can still afford to go to Scizor right here, pretty safe. As he just hammer arms, and now I don't even actually think I'm faster right now, but as you can see, that did absolutely nothing. And this is where the T-Spikes come in handy. He actually tries to hammer arm again and crits me. Oh god, that was scary. That was definitely scary, gosh. Man, you can't just do that. But I still think I'm not. I think he's still faster than me, but one more hammer arm and I will be faster. So I'm not sure if a crit couldn't even kill. He actually does go to his Raikou. Scizor. Like 128. Raikou. Let's assume this is choice specs. Yeah, that's doing nothing. I'm willing to roost this off as he does just Volt. And yeah, that's absolutely nothing. That has to be AV damage for sure. That has to be AV damage. And yeah, this is why the T-Spikes are so big, because they'll just slowly wear down that Keldeo, which is the entire point of this, as he actually just goes to Metagross. Man, didn't think people wanted to send Metagross into Scizor. I guess he was predicting a U-turn right there, and is really trying to preserve his Keldeo's health, but this is just going to be better for me. I'm honestly, if he goes to Latios on Scizor, I'm going to expect him to have, he actually goes to his Kieran. I'm just going to take this out with a BP. If he wants to play around, so be it. As you can see, this Scizor is just completely wrecking him, because of this T-Spike support just makes it so much easier to just win. It really does, and yeah, this is looking really grim for him. Also, T-Tar is just going to become a massive threat once that Keldeo is gone, so things are looking rough. He actually goes to his Latios into my T-Tar. If he wants to throw out an HP Fire, so go ahead. If he wants to defog, go ahead. As he does just throw out an HP Fire, and here comes my Crunch. Even if this thing has, yeah, he just forfeits right there. So yeah, we take that game pretty convincingly, and we're going to move on to the next one. Bam, bam, man. Scizor putting in the work. Fat Sword, yeah, as you saw, it was HP Fire Scizor. I'm not exactly proud of using HP Fire Scizor. It was a suggestion by ABR, and it actually has worked out really well, and allowing me to defeat opposing Scizor pretty consistently. And it also is surprisingly helpful for Metagross and even Bisharp, because you can damage them for putting them in range of U-turn and other stuff like that without being forced out yourself. So that way, like, versus Metagross, your only way to damage it isn't U-turn. You also have HP Fire, so you can just stay in on that thing. So yeah, that's pretty convenient. Yeah. So yeah, it's surprisingly good. Oh, okay, we've got Medicham. I don't like playing this team, but I think it's a pretty winnable matchup as long as I play it well. So he doesn't lead with this Medicham. That's why I lead with my Tornadus. He does just Fake Out. I'm going to U-turn because I really don't think it's a smart play for him to stay in. He does actually go to his Rotom, so I'm going to go into my tank and just throw out a Sleep Powder. Pretty consistent play. T-Spikes are definitely going to be big this game, and trapping that Latios. He does actually stay in to Wisp me, so I hit that Sleep Powder and get that Rotom done. So, let's see. I'm going to post switch into my Nidoqueen. Why doesn't Ad keep playing? Jesus, God. I'm closing that. So yeah, he does indeed go to his Jirachi, so I'm going to set up my T-Spike, as we'll see what he wants to do, but I definitely want to get up my T-Spike, so now we'll see, as he actually pulls a hard into Rotom. Oh god, okay, so I'm going to get out my Rocks too, and then I'm going to go into my tank. I want to pressure him to defog with his Latios as quickly as I can, so that way I can, what's it called? I can get my Tyranitar to track that Latios and then set him up again, so that way I can pressure the Medicham and the Keldeo much better. Rotom is definitely a pain though, as he does go to his Jirachi, so if I hit this, I get to Full Its Sleep, which is just perfect. And I think it's time to go to Suicune. Let's be honest right here, as he just stays asleep. Here comes my sub, and things are going to start getting a little dicey for him, as he does go to his Rotom. I'm going to protect, this way I can waste a little more Voltage, get a little more recovery, and then I can Calm Mind. Unless he crits me, I'll get to keep my sub, which is just perfect. So, yep, that's the game plan right there. I'm not sure what his Latios' set is, but recently they have been dropping... Oh, wait, how the fuck did that break? Oh yeah, I forgot, there's a chance Rotom has to break that sub, so I completely forgot about that. I'm gonna go into my T-Tar and get this thing trapped and gone. That's basically my plan right here, as he does just T-Bolt and paralyze me. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. So at least this thing's gonna be dead, but man, that's just so dumb. I am gonna actually... Because if I stay in with Tyranitar, I guarantee that he can go to Medicham next. So I am going to actually pull a switch into Torn, expecting him to just Draco. As he actually just switches straight to Medicham. Okay, I guess he can do that too. I'm just going to Cane on his Fake Out. And... I'm going to U-turn as he does go to his Rotom, indeed. Into my Tang again, and let's see. His Jirachi is asleep, so I guess I'm just gonna Leech Seed as he does just Volt. We'll see what he wants to do right here. As he does indeed go to his Jirachi. I'm gonna pull a switch into my Nidoqueen and get up my T-Spike as he just wakes up and U-turns. Oh, that's bad. That's bad, because now I can go to his Medicham. Ugh. So I think T-Tar is going to have to go down right here. Oh man, that paralysis was actually just so dumb. Jesus Christ. Man. Really had to para me, God. I'm going to U-turn again. As in comes the Rotom. Into my Tang, I have no other option. I have no other option other than a Sleep Powder too. He probably can go to his Latios. If he does, then it's just gonna die, and then his Medicham comes back out. And I have to sack something else again, which is just like so annoying. As he actually just goes to his Jirachi, I'm perfectly fine with this. As I really need to get my Nidoqueen in. He does pull it. Oh man, I wanted to predict that so badly. Man. Alright, fine, into my Scizor. Scizor is not doing a ton this game. He actually fakes out right there. I'm willing to take an HJK to the face. Oh my god. In order to get that off, as his Jirachi is asleep, so that's at least a one saving grace for me. But he definitely wants to try to get, he definitely wants to try to get a, what's it called? I probably should have knocked this off at some point, man. He probably wants to get, his Jirachi awake. Anyway, I'm honestly thinking about just going to Nidoqueen and T-Spiking. Like, that's legitimately my game plan right now, so I'm actually gonna go to Nidoqueen and Stealth Rock? Yeah, I'm just gonna rock to make sure that Latios is dead. Oh god, that did so much. I actually was not expecting it to do that much. So, I'm gonna go into my Torn on the off chance he Volts, as he just pumps again. Alright, so I'm gonna knock this thing off, expecting a Volt right here, as he does just Volt. The Latios is dead. I need to get T-Spike up on the Jirachi. The good thing is that it is asleep. He does go to his Lando T. I'm gonna go into my Tank. Let's see what he wants to do. He does just U-turn, so he'll take Helmet, but my Tang is definitely getting pressured. I need to win this with Suicune, and for that I need my T-Spikes up. Oh man, that Latios. And I could have had a Scarftar for that Medicham. Okay, he does go into his Medicham right here. I'm gonna sack Scizor. I don't really have an option other than that. Oh my he actually goes to his Jirachi. Okay, so I'm gonna U-turn with my Scizor, as he actually goes hard into Keld, so this is gonna make me go into my Torn. And do I wanna... I'm gonna Cane, as he does go into his Latios as a sack. Okay. I'm trying to think how I can... He does go to his Rotom, so I'm just gonna Volt into my Tang. Sorry, U-turn into my Tang. This Rotom is slowly getting worn down, which is the game plan. He does just pump back into my Torn. This burn is annoying. He does just Volt. So this is the thing, is like AV Torn is actually just somehow like good versus that stuff. Anyway, so I'm expecting him to... I'm just gonna go into my Scizor. I really don't want to risk him just Stone Edging, as he does just Stone Edge, and this means Nidoqueen comes in and is setting up those T-Spikes. As he actually just pulls a switch into Keld. Okay. I'm gonna go into my Torn. I do want to keep this Nidoqueen, because if I can get a second T-Spike, it's just really good. He Scalds. Does he burn? He does not burn. Perfect. And I hit... Yes, okay, I can definitely see a light at the end of the tunnel now. This definitely is looking a lot better. A lot better. I'm going to go into my Nidoqueen, as he just knocks off... Wow, okay, so... If he wants to knock off... Let's see right here. Yeah, I can just let this die, as he does just knock off. I can just go into my Tang, and I can just knock off myself, right? And that'll make Torn just like a massive threat. Yeah, I think knockoff's my best play, as he does just go to Jirachi. This is gonna be my opportunity to go to Suicune. If he wants to pull a double switch, I honestly don't care, because now Suicune's in a position to win this game. So, yup, I'm gonna get my sub right here, no matter what he does. And I think this is gonna be my game now, as he just stays in. Yeah, now I'm gonna get 2 Calm Minds, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna be close to over, as he just uses the opportunity to get up his rocks. I'm just gonna Calm Mind again, as he just U-turns. Yeah, so the thing is, Protect is just gonna be really, really good for me. He goes to his Lando T. I'm just gonna sub on a potential U-turn right here. Actually, I can just Protect. I don't need my Protect PP, so it's better to just get that extra turn of lefties, just to make sure that I'm putting myself in the most optimal position. As he can EQ right here, that's fine. He does just U-turn, so I do get my sub, which is good. As he does just go back into Jirachi, and I can just fire off a Scald now. And if he wants to Healing Wish, he has to do it now, and he just forfeits. So realizing that this game is over, we were able to pull through. God, man, that was close. Yeah, the paralysis on the T-Char just knocked me off, because I felt like I could very consistently, I felt like I had the opportunity to just get rid of his Latios, because he attacked, and if he didn't paralyze me, I could have just crunched and kept those hazards up, or potentially even killed him. For some reason, a lot of people don't even expect Scarftar on this team, even though it's so slow without Scarftar. And since he didn't defog on my Suicune, I could have just crunched and just either killed him, or forced in something like Keldeo on T-Spikes plus rocks, or forced in Lando taking it some damage. Like, in general, it just put me in a really good position to be able to outrun that Latios that turn. And that process just threw it off, but the team was able to pull through. I think getting up I think really T-Spikes are just so amazing. They really are. They just makes Protect so much easier to utilize with Suicune. Just beat down teams that otherwise think that they can beat it. Like, you can just slowly wear down Keldeo throughout the game, and that just changes the whole way it plays out. And as you see, Rotom is definitely very annoying, but definitely very manageable. You just have to play around it very smartly. and definitely setting up Suicune is definitely helpful for that. I actually, see, I'm used to Suicune living the Volt Switch after a Calm Mind. I completely forgot that it's actually a roll, and it requires a bit too much investment to guarantee that the sub won't break, but it's a very high chance for Suicune to live the sub, and that's what I was expecting, but that turn, it didn't really actually play too much into the situation. So yeah, how long have you been going? 20 minutes, I think we can get one more. So yeah, it's gonna be one more game, and I'll pause it and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got a game. My opponent is gonna be using this team that I think was built by I completely forgot his name, but I recognize it. It's gonna be Manaphy Sand type of build with Scizor, and Manaphy is definitely a really big threat to this team. You have to be careful around Manaphy. You just have to be careful around Manaphy. Setting up T-Spikes makes it a lot easier to deal with. He does lead off with his T-Tar. I'm just going to throw out a Sleep Powder, as he does just go to his Scizor. What do I want to do here? I want to go into my Nidoqueen, as he actually pulls a switch into his Latias. I'm actually going to predict him to not stay in, and just going to set up a T-Spike, as that he does actually go to his Lando T right there, as you see. So I get up that T-Spike, which is good, and that's really good for me to get up that T-Spike. Rocks would be nice too, but I don't think I need them at the moment. What do I want to go to? I could go to Suicune. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Suicune, as he probably is gonna get up his rocks. He actually just EQs, and that does so much damage. Jesus Christ. Let me calc that. Suicune, Lando T. That can't be a defensive Lando, yeah. So that has to be an offensive Lando of some sorts. So I'm just gonna pull a switch into Tang. That's not so great, but it does 23 to Tang growth. Not really sure what that means. I'm just gonna Giga Drain, as he does get up his rock. So it just looks like he's an offensive rocker. That's what it seems like. He's probably just gonna U-turn into his Scizor. I'm just gonna set up a Leech Seed and see what happens. He actually does not U-turn. He actually just goes hard into Latias. At this, again, I really think that going into T-Tar is just not something that I think he's not going to. I'm just going to knock off. He actually just Dracos. I do live that. I do have a ton of Spadef. I get to knock this thing off, and it's nearly dead, so that's good. Yeah, in this position, I'm going to pull a switch into Torn. He might Healing Wish right here. We'll see. Definitely taking that Draco is not good for dealing with that Lando T, but I think I can manage. Tangrowth is really good versus him. I probably should have just gone to T-Tar, but it's just like he has Leech Seeded, and I just didn't think he would do that. So he does just Healing Wish into his Scizor. I am just going to U-turn as he stays in. God, this guy is Jesus. Man, I'm going to go into my own Scizor as he just SDs. Holy fuck. He's not playing around. Oh, I think this might be offensive Scizor, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna HP Fire as he just superpowers straight. I was considering roosting, but yeah, we got that. So how much does Nidoqueen? Defensive versus Scizor. Scizor, oh, you offensive. That's gonna do a decent chunk. I mean, this Scizor can't be anything now anyway, so I'm just gonna VP as he just superpowers again, which means I can go into my Nidoqueen. I feel pretty fine setting up my rocks too. Rocks are useful, as he does just pull a hard into Drill. Jesus Christ, what if I just EQ'd? Like, actually, what if I just EQ'd? So, I'm gonna pull a switch into Torn, as he just... Really? Really, man? That's actually so dumb. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm like dead sure that just did not kill. Which is why I did it. I'm not minus defense, obviously. Yeah, like, that did not kill. Man. Alright, so I'm gonna sleep powder as he just iron heads if he flinches me. Okay, good. So at least I have that as a saving grace. Probably T-Tar gonna just start doing its nasty stuff. I want to keep this for Lando, definitely. I feel like he's just gonna sack Scizor right here. I'm gonna go into Suicune as he does just sack Scizor. So, this is difficult. It's not gonna be easy, but I think we can pull through. I hope. That Lando T is looking very threatening. As he does just go to that Lando T. Attacked. I'm actually gonna search this team up. I'm Smogon of T discussion. This is the right one. We're gonna find Confide. Yes, this is the right one. This Lando T is max speed adamant. What does that hit? Lando T 281. Oh, we're actually faster, so I'm gonna Tect and throw out a nice and crisp. Wait, fuck. Man, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Alright, so at least this kills, please hit. Alright, I do hit. Oh my god, what the fuck was I smoking? I could have just killed that thing. Jesus Christ, oh my god, it's such a stupid play on my end. I'm gonna go into my Nidoqueen as he does just superpower, so this is good. This is great. I think I can still win now, yeah. So I take that thing out. He goes into his Manaphy. I'm pretty sure EQ is just the play, as I do live that. He does not burn me. Solid. Yeah, I think we come out on top. Oh my god, that was so close. Why did I do that? I've done that before too. I don't know why I did that. God, let me just calc. Tyranitar. OU Choice Scarf versus Manaphy. Let's just see if this thing has a ton of bulk or not. As has 80. That's not a lot. As, yeah, Crunch looks like it's gonna kill. And then for Excadrill, it's at 64. Excadrill. Yeah. I think this game is in the bag. Because this Excadrill has not spent any sleep turns. So I think this will guarantee the win, as, yep, he's in range of that. So he has Life Orb, so even if he wakes up and kills me right here, he's gonna die. And that's gonna be the game. So we managed to pull through, despite the mistakes I made early game. But yeah, we managed to pull through. So man, God. Why did I protect on that Lando T? I just wasn't thinking. I didn't think about how I protected. Yeah, what the fuck? Man, I wasn't thinking at all. Jesus Christ, let's check our rank. Let's see, 1909? Is that updated? Man, I decayed a lot. Gosh. Ugh. Oh, why am I showing you my teams? Stop looking at my teams. Holy fuck, 2064. Let's see where I am at. Yeah, 1920, so that's pretty good. Pretty solid, 91.1 GXC. Yeah, this team is pretty much all I've been using on upper ladder, and it's been pulling through for me. So yeah, it's pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed this live. I really enjoyed it too. Lots of fun games this time around. And yeah, if you did, please leave a thumbs up, comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.